Hey guys, this is Mr. Boyd. Today we want to look at adding and subtracting polynomials. There are two methods to doing this. The first one is to work vertically. So, here's our first example. We have two trinomials, 3x squared plus 2x minus 7, and we're going to add 2x squared plus 5x plus 3 to that. So the first thing we want to do is line up our like terms vertically. Then we're just going to add vertically, 3x squared plus 2x squared, 2x plus 5x, and negative 7 plus 3. And we see that we end up with 5x squared plus 7x minus 4. Next, we're going to take a look at this example, 3x squared plus 7x plus 4 plus 3x plus 10. Notice this is missing the x squared term, which is okay because we're still just going to line up our like terms vertically. So I'm going to line up my 10 with my 4, my 3x with my 7x, and I'll leave this spot empty because I have no x squared term. I could put in a placeholder of 0x squared, but because it's at the beginning of the expression, I don't need to put anything there. So then I'm going to add vertically. 3x squared plus 0 is 3x squared. 7x plus 3x is 10x, and 4 plus 10 is 14. So now let's take a look at a couple of examples using subtraction. So our first example is 6x squared plus 8x minus 4 minus 8x squared plus 5x plus 3. Again, I'm going to line up my like terms vertically. But this time I'm going to distribute that minus sign because I'm subtracting the entire expression from this entire expression. So when I distribute my minus sign, it actually changes all of the signs of the numbers. So now I've got 6x squared minus 8x squared for a negative 2x squared, and 8x minus 5x for a 3x, and a negative 4 minus 3 for a negative 7. This is our final answer right here. Let's take a look at another example. Now notice on this one, I have a trinomial and a binomial, but on the binomial, this time I'm missing the middle term. So on this one, what I'm going to do is put a placeholder in the middle of the expression. So I put a 0x in here because there are no x's in this expression. Then I'm going to distribute my minus sign, which in essence changes all the signs. Notice the positive 5x squared became a negative 5x squared. The plus 8 became a minus 8. Now I'm just going to subtract vertically. So 9x squared minus 5x squared is 4x squared. 7x minus 0x is 7x. And 4 minus 8 is negative 4. This is our final answer for this problem. Okay, let's move on to the other method. The other method is just to distribute and combine like terms. We've kind of looked at this already. So, let's take a look at this. 3x squared plus 2x minus 7 plus 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. Since this is an addition problem, distributing the plus sign really doesn't change the signs of the second expression. So, I'm simply going to drop the parentheses, and I'm going to combine my like terms. So I have a 3x squared and a 2x squared that are the same terms. I have a 2x and a 5x that are like terms. And I have a minus 7 and a plus 3 that are like terms. So when I put my 3x squared and my 2x squared together, I end up with 5x squared. When I put my 2x and my 5x together, I end up with 7x. And when I put my negative 7 and my plus 3 together, I end up with negative 4 for this answer. Okay, here's a second example. Now notice on this one we're multiplying the second expression by 2. So we're going to have to distribute that first. So I'm just going to bring this down and multiply this by 2. So I have 3x squared plus 7x plus 4. Then I have 2 times 3x, which is 6x, and 2 times 10, which is 20. Now, it's time to combine like terms. Notice I don't have another x squared term, so that's just going to come down and be part of my final expression. I'm going to combine the 7x and the 6x together, and 7 plus 6 gives me 13x. I'm going to add my 4 and my 20 together for a total of 24. So my final expression is 3x squared plus 13x plus 24. Now let's take a look at how that works with subtraction. So on the subtraction side of things, I've got to distribute the minus sign to each term in the second set of parentheses. Now when I do that, what distributing the minus sign does is changes the signs of all the numbers in the second set of parentheses. So I bring down the 5x squared plus 6x minus 4, because that doesn't change. Negative times 3x squared becomes minus 3x squared. Negative times 7x becomes minus 7x. And negative times negative 4 becomes positive 4. Now we're going to combine our like terms. So now I have a 5x squared minus 3x squared for 2x squared. I have a 6x minus 7x for a minus 1x, or just minus x. Then I have a minus 4 plus 4 for 0, which I don't need to write on the end here. So my final expression, after simplifying this, is 2x squared minus x. Okay, let's take a look at one last example. Here I've got 3 times 9x squared plus 7x plus 4 minus 2 times 5x squared plus 8. So again, to begin with, I'm going to need to distribute the 3 to each of the terms in the parentheses, and then I'm going to distribute the negative 2 to each of the terms in the second set of parentheses. So when I do that, 3 times 9 is 27x squared. 3 times 7x is 21x. 3 times 4 is 12. Then we're going to distribute negative 2 times 5 for 10x squared, and negative 2 times 8 for negative 16. Now we need to combine our like terms. So I have 27x squared minus 10x squared for 17x squared. I have 21x, and I don't have anything to combine it with, so I just bring it down. And I have 12 minus 16 for minus 4. So my final expression is 17x squared plus 21x minus 4. Okay guys, that wraps this up for adding and subtracting polynomials. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you have access to all the other algebra videos that I have on the site. Thanks guys, have a good day.